Okay, so hi guys. Today we're going to be reviewing for the What You Expect assessment. You guys should have the worksheet that was attached to Google Classroom. So we're going to go over each question. You're going to put your answers into Edpuzzle. So the first question is, number one, the probability of a particular event is 1/8. What is the probability that the event will not occur? Okay, I know it says explain, but you guys can just put in the number answer, the fraction answer, and I'll explain. So you should have gotten that because 1/8 is the chance of it to happen, the chance of it not to happen would be 7/8. Because 1/8 plus 7/8 would be 8/8, which would be a whole, okay, of not happening and happening. Okay? All right, number two. Okay, the alphabet game costs 25 cents to play. Before the game, 26 slips of paper, each with a different letter of the alphabet on it, are put into a bag. A player draws one slip from the bag. If the player draws a vowel, A, E, I, O, U, he or she wins $1. What is the probability of winning the game? So you should have gotten that the probability to win was 5 out of 26 because there are 5 vowels out of 26 letters. Okay? Next question, what's the probability of losing the game? So you should have gotten 21 out of 26 because it's all the ones that if you don't win, you lose, which is 21 out of 26. And letter C, if a player plays the alphabet game 26 times, how much money would you expect the player to win or lose? Once again, you don't have to explain. So you should have gotten that you can expect the player will lose $1.50 because it will cost them $6.50 to play, but they can only win $5. Okay? All right, let's look at number 3 together. Okay, number 3 says, a gumball machine contains orange, yellow, and purple gumballs. The probability of getting an orange gumball is 3/4. The probability of getting a yellow gumball is 1/6. What's the probability of getting a purple gumball? Once again, you don't have to explain. So you should have gotten the probability of a purple was actually 1/12 because you need to find a common denominator. So for orange, we could change it to 9 out of 12. For yellow, we could change it to 2 out of 12. And if we add those up, that's 11 out of 12. So the remaining would have to be 1 out of 12. Okay? If there are 36 gumballs in the machine, how many are purple, how many are yellow, and how many are orange? This one you don't have to answer in Edpuzzle. We'll just do this together. So it should be that there are, orange is 3 out of 4, so we want a common denominator of 36, so that would be 27 gumballs. Yellow would be 6 gumballs, because you could see here we could do 6 times 6 is 36, and 1 times 6 is 6. So remember, you can either do scale factor or cross multiplication. And purple, we have 1 out of 12. We want to change it to out of 36, so 3. Okay, so I hope you're able to figure that one out. Let's look at number 4. Okay, so number 4 says Jeffrey is babysitting his little sister Sarah and her 2 friends. Sarah, well, let's put the whole thing in there so we can see it. Sarah and her 2 friends, Seela and Katie. Sarah is wearing red, Seela is wearing blue, and Katie is wearing green. Jeffrey fills a bucket with 12 red marbles, 8 blue marbles, and 4 green marbles. He tells the girls that they will play a new game. He will reach into the bucket and pull out a marble at random. The girls whose clothes match the color of the marble scores 1 point. So remember, there's 24 marbles in all. So what is the probability of each girl scoring 1 point on the first draw? Well, we could see for Sarah. So for Sarah, we could see that there are, let's see, Sarah's wearing red. So Sarah is 12 out of 24, which is 1/2. What about Seela? So Seela is 8 out of 24, which is 1/3. And what about Katie? Katie is 4 out of 24, which is the same as 1/6. Okay, letter B, what's the probability of drawing a green marble on the first draw? So you should have gotten, so the ones that are, I'm not drawing a green, sorry. So the ones that are not green are red and blue. So red is 12 out of 24 and blue is 8 out of 24. So it should be 20 out of 24. And if you simplify that, 4 can go into both, which is 5/6. If 2 marbles of each color are added to the bucket, do the probabilities in part change? You can just write yes or no for this answer. And it should be yes. It changes the probability because the red, for example, would become 14 out of 30 because there's 2 more of each color. If the number of each color is doubled, do the probabilities change? Once again, you could just put yes or no. And it should be no because it will reduce to the same number. So I used red as an example here. So red was 12 out of 24, which is 1/2. If I triple them, it becomes 36 out of 72 because I multiplied all of that by 3, which is still 1/2. Okay, and last question. Janine is picking out new school supplies for school. She can choose 1 notebook and 1 pen from the set. So my notebook choices are blue, white, and green, and my pen choices are black and red. So the first question says, create a tree diagram to show all possible outcomes that Janine can get. So clearly you guys can't write this in here, so I did one for us, and it should look like that. So here are all our choices. We have blue, black, blue, red. Green, black, green, red, white, black, and white, red. And letter B, what's the probability that Janine will choose a blue notebook? So the blue should have been 1/3 because there's actually 2 that have blue notebooks, or 2 out of 6, which is the same as 1/3. And what is the probability Janine will not choose a red pen? So what do you think? So not a red pen would be a blue pen. So this is blue, and this is blue. So it'd have to be 1/2 because it's 3 out of 6. Okay, so I hope that helped explain it. Remember, you have an assessment tomorrow, so make sure you are reviewing.